आगे आए हैं और जोर से लगाएंगे जय भीम
जय भीम
जय 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 भीम
जय भीम जय भीम जय भीम जय भीम.
So first of all, I'd like to congratulate the organization, organizers for organizing this. I think it's really fabulous to be so many of us coming here from different parts of the world, different parts of the country. Congratulations for that, and thank you so much for this action plan that has already been created. I think excellent work being done on this. I have a few suggestions that I'd like to make, and I'll do it in a very short time. First of all, I think that the gender component is almost totally missing from this paper. Because I feel that there's a lot being said in general Dalits, but if we can bring in the whole gender aspect, specifically what are we demanding for if we're going to put SCP, TSP as a national legislation, then we would like to demand that 50% of the funds are reserved for Dalit women and girl child. If that can be a demand from first itself, then later we don't have to bring in the whole gender aspect. A few things that are also, again, I feel we can add to strengthen this is, one is that also land in the name of women. It has been proven in many countries, like for example developing countries like Brazil, where there are schemes that have been, instead of being put on the name of the man who's almost always the head of the house, if it's put on the woman, on the name of the woman, and also if there is direct benefit transfers that are given to the family but is put in the woman's name, she'll be able to manage those funds better for the family. We talked a lot about the SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act, but like Lakshmi Garu said, that it is actually prevention of atrocities. So what are we doing for those prevention? If we can put down some points like having safe houses for women. Most of the time psychosocial support to women who have undergone violence and also who are in violent environments, we don't take that into account. So somewhere we have to bring that in. The National Scheduled Caste Finance Development Corporation, if we can, it is there, but almost it is with very less funding. So if we can ensure that there is more funding for the NSFDC, so that we can ensure that there is more, more entrepreneurship and more credit is available for Dalits to have these entrepreneurship. The other thing is, I think we should have some kind of a youth hub, where we have the hub is to develop youth into either entrepreneurs, or either if they want to open their own companies, or if they want to go into opening their own efforts. So that I feel, if we can have an SC/ST youth hub that is that funds are being provided, so that from a young age we can start giving them those opportunities, and they are able to grow. We have missed out on migrant population here. A large proportion of the migrant population are from the Dalit community. So how do we build that in? I think it's important that we put in different intersectionalities. So Dalit women, children, also we have to look at trans people within the SC community. And finally, my last point will be that we are one of the countries with the highest population, 1.4 billion people, out of which I think almost 200,000 are Dalits alone. So, but we get only 2 or 3 medals in the Olympics. So can we have a specific sports centers for our children, so that from the time they are children, we are able to hone their skills, so that they can be good sports persons and can compete at the Olympic level. So these are my quick suggestions, but I'll be available to look at the draft later. Thank you and Jai Hind.
श्री राम चौधरी और तैयार रहेंगे.
ఈ వీడియో కానీ మీకు నచ్చినట్టయితే లైక్ చేయండి, అలాగే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ బటన్ని నొక్కడం మర్చిపోకండి.